Greetings. Um, so I left off meeting with the general and then having the beginning of my nightmare. Um, the problem with trauma for myself, and see if you can identify with this, is this terrible historic thing happened. I was a part of it. We were a part of it. The whole nation was a part of it. And then my focus immediately shifted onto revenge and reestablishing that worldview of peace and serenity. Never dealing with the trauma. So all of that frustration, anger, rage, sentiments of revenge, despair, hopelessness, cataloged them all, shoved them down into the darkness. Now it turned into the Princess and the Pea. But opposed to sleeping on a pea and having that be uncomfortable, putting mattress on top of mattress, being time, and for me it was muscle. The pea turned into Mount Vesuvius, Pikes Peak, just this gigantic thing that I never addressed. And it grew, and it grew, and it grew. And I faced a multitude of distractions, because again, your brain is phenomenal. It will try to self-correct. It will try to heal you by not dealing with that trauma. But at the same time, the subconscious is hard at work. And you're like, hey, we didn't forget about this. So the first time something happens, you get a heightened response. Forget about that. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You can, but you can't. And that's what I was starting to get caught up in. I got orders to go to Kuwait to support the mission because Iraqis were bringing equipment up to the Kuwaiti border again, trying to monitor them, trying to monitor us. A-10s, F-16s, F-18s go out, just unload on them. This is my first deployment. I was scared to death because it was the first time I thought about harm coming to me when they asked me to sign my life insurance policy, who would be the benefactors to it. And that's when the harsh reality set in. I needed to make these people the benefactors of my life insurance policy. And I'm like, what do you, and you start thinking about, oh my God, this is real. Getting my Kim suit for the first time and finding out I was too big to fit in a Kim suit. But then finding out the Kim suit was basically it was gonna be a 75 to 80% attrition rate if we got a chemical attack from Saddam. The suit and then the pin, the EpiPen basically, was there to slow down the painful, the suit was there to try to stop it, but then the EpiPen was there to open up your lungs from the chemical agent that they were going to use, so you can have a smooth transition into death. I'm like, oh, that's wildly insane because my stuff doesn't fit because I have gorilla arms and super long legs. That was insane. All of that was insane. The reality versus what you think. And you just keep putting that behind you over and over again to get to the mission, to get back to this other place. And that's where I faltered at completely. Because I didn't know, I was truly ignorant. Mental health was not a thing and you didn't talk about it. And that is where I wish the consciousness of the nation had grown, but it takes time. It takes time. So I'll leave it there. I want you to enjoy this day. I want you to start to understand that for myself, it's these beginning signs. I'm not 800 pounds just yet. I'm 300, 400 pounds, going up to 450. It's not there all the way full and set in yet, because all of this trauma now starts growing roots and starts affecting every aspect of your body, every aspect of your mind. And I'm not powerless to stop it. I was just ignorant of it. It's expected. So again, self-love, I think, also has to include a huge dose of self-forgiveness and appreciation and patience. Be the reason someone smiled today. Be the reason. Be that light. Enjoy this beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.